The following video has been Fatboy approved. These are the shill-free opinions of Fatboy. Every product reviewed is bought and paid for by Fatboy. Yeah.
What is going on, everybody? It is your boy. Welcome into Fatboy Fragrance Reviews, and of course, you know who I am. I am Mr. Fatboy, aka the realest baby, aka the shill-free man in Fragcom, aka the hardest working man in Fragcom. I put in the work, and I give you great content, and I keep it real, shill-free. I pay for everything I review. The only way to be. Thank you so much for tuning in, and if you are new to my channel, and you are interested in fragrances and to be entertained, please hit that like and subscribe. Join this family. We love to have you as a subscriber, but also as a member of this great community that we are building here. And don't forget that you become a member of this amazing group that we are building. It's a group of positivity, of energy, and I promise you this, I will always give you my best effort. All right, if you want to sample this, what I'm talking about, you can always hit the product link right here and get a sample at fatboyfragrance.com. Fatboyfragrance.com, the best place to pick up fragrance decants. Fatboyfragrance.com. Let's go, baby. Let's not mess around. I'm so excited about this one. Let's get all up in it, baby. And you know how we do it. No edits, no do-overs. I do one take, and I always get it right. Fatboy Fragrance Reviews starts now. All right, we are back, and the fragrance we are talking about today is none other than the brand new 2024 niche release from the house of Killian, and it is called Killian's Old Fashioned. Before we do that, let's talk about the other Killians I have in my collection. I also own Killian's Roses on Ice. I don't have much left, but I own it. Okay, I have maybe about 2 sprays left. I love that fragrance, a great rose, kind of zesty, fresh fragrance. I also own Killian's Apple Brandy on the Rocks. I think I have not this one's empty, so I really can't claim I own that one anymore. It's empty. I need to get another bottle of that one. I have owned that one. This one, though, is my favorite Killian's of all time. It is a Mount Rushmore fragrance. I just ordered a new bottle of it. It's coming very soon. It'll be back in stock very, very soon. But I have a lot of clones of this one, so I get to wear it a lot. It's one of the best fragrances ever made. It is definitely Mount Rushmore worthy. And that is Killian's Angel Share. Love this fragrance. It is a perfect fragrance. It is one of the best fragrances ever made. Now, Killian's is known for making these boozy accord fragrances that just, you know, are just perfect, you know, and they're perfect and they just work. And to me, boozy note fragrances are just one of my favorite fragrances, and I love them. And I love a sweet, boozy, leathery, tobacco kind of fragrance. And when I saw this one when it came out, it really piqued my interest, and I was super excited to get it. Now, I picked mine up for about $2.50, which is about what they're going for. So I was very happy to get this one for what I paid for it. I'll leave the link where I bought mine, so maybe if you want to pick one up, you can pick one up there too. All right, so here's a good look at the box. This is the standard box they come in. Right there, here it is, and I'll show you the presentation, because you can all, listen, I'm a big presentation guy, especially when it comes to Killian. These bad boys look so great. Here you go. There you go. Wow. Beautiful bottle, right? It's like a decanter if you're getting a beautiful bourbon in a glass. That's beautiful. I'm gonna turn this up just a little bit so it gets a little more. I think my head's getting cut off just a little bit. Man, we don't do edits. No edits, baby. All right, so there we go. We'll take it out of here. The box isn't really that fancy, but the glass, the bottle, beautifully crafted. And there you go, just like the rest of them. All right, this is Killian's Old Fashioned. If you're a fan of drinks, I think it's a little too hot. There you go, just a little bit. There we go. If you're a fan of, say, an old fashioned, it's basically, if I remember correctly from my mixology days, it involves a bourbon, it involves some cherries, a little bit of orange, and some, I can't remember, maybe bitters, and you put it in a glass and you kind of mold it together, pour it over a little ice, I believe, and that's it, from what I remember. And maybe a splash of soda. I don't remember exactly all the ingredients. It's been so long since I made one. I know people kind of put a little smokiness to them now. Not a big fan of the drink itself. It's an okay drink. I prefer my whiskey neat if I was going to drink it, or on the rocks. I don't really like to kind of blend my whiskeys too much. But people do like it that way. Me, I prefer it to be that way, okay? But if you are going to drink whiskey, people do like old fashions. Let's pull up the notes on this bad boy and we'll check it out. And here you go. The notes on Killian's Old Fashioned go like this. You have wheat, you have Divana, which I have seen Divana and wheat before in their fragrances. You also have a note called Immortelle, Cedar, Tolubasan. I don't even know what that is. Don't even ask. Matter of fact, I don't know what none of these notes are, to tell you the truth. I'm going to skip the notes and let's just get right into the fragrance. Because to tell you the truth, these notes that Fragnatica provides us with, I couldn't even tell you or care what they are. Let's get right into the fragrance. Let's tell you how it smells, because that's what really matters. I'm not going to bore you with the notes. I'm not going to try to tell you that I know what any of them mean, because I'd be just lying to you. What I'm going to tell you about this experience with this fragrance is my experience with it, and I wore it several days. Here we go. Super excited though. In the air. Oh my God. And on the skin. Man, here we go. Oh, man, right away you do get that booziness. You know it smells like an old fashioned. It does smell like a drink. It does smell boozy. Of all the boozy drinks, when I smell apple brandy on the rocks, or apple brandy, or even Killian's single malt, which I forgot to mention. I've never owned single malt. I've had the clones of it, and it used to be my favorite. It's still right there. I would say that single malt is right behind Angel Share, but I would say this one reminds me a little bit of single malt. You do pick up on the note of the wheat. No, it is there. This is going to be a super malty wheat kind of boozy accord in the opening, with a hint of a smoky tobacco vibe. It is definitely more of a malty, sweet tobacco wheat vibe in the opening. This is not Angel Share, so get that out of the way right away. This to me is not a Angel Share kind of style fragrance, or even apple brandy on the rock style. This might not be everybody's cup of tea. This is not going to be a fragrance that is going to garner the same kind of level of love and admiration that Angel Share did. Doesn't mean it's a bad fragrance. Don't get me wrong. Oh, I absolutely love this fragrance. I love the way it opens up. Now, I'm a huge fan of the way I love boozy fragrances though. If you're a fan of boozy, really well done boozy fragrances, you're going to love this. If you're not a fan of malty boozy fragrances, you might not like this. If you're looking for more of a sweeter boozy fragrance, like say Angel Share, that has a kind of a caramel note to it, you might not like this as much. If you're expecting that vibe, you're not going to like this as much. Oh man, I love it. And it is definitely really a realistic fragrance. They nail it as far as the realism goes. They nail it. They knock it out of the park. You just can tell that it's almost, if there was a word I could put in there that, if they had I wish there was a word we could use for, there's words for gourmands. I wish there was ones for drinks. There probably is, but I don't know what it is. But this is if there was a word for gourmands that we could say, for drinks that we could say, smells so good enough to drink. That's what you would say. This fragrance smells so good enough that I would drink it. It is amazing. It has a beautiful note of that. It's like, you almost want to say it might be a little too stout with that wheat note in the opening, but it kind of levels out after a little while. It goes down, and you do get hints of tobacco. There's definitely a smoky tobacco vibe that I think makes it level out a little bit. When I asked a few people, they did pick up on a little bit of a tobacco vibe. Even though there is no note of tobacco in here, as they say, it does level out. Is this fragrance complex? Yes, it does kind of get a little complex there. It starts off super malty, super wheat, a lot of wheat vibe in there. It does kind of settle down a little bit. It does have some sweetness, just not a lot. It definitely sticks with that boozy, malty vibe. This is a fragrance that you're going to want to wear in more formal situations, not a real casual fragrance. This is going to be something you're going to wear in a dress-up situation. This is a fragrance that you're not going to want to wear in the high heat. This is more of a cooler weather fragrance for sure. All right, so let's find out if I'm going to give this my full seal approval or not. All right, I love it. I absolutely love this fragrance, but I knew I was going to love it because I love boozy fragrances. Performance. Let's go find out. We got 4 boxes. We got performance, first impressions, likability or compliments, or which also includes as the wifey like it, and finally my overall rating. So first box, performance, freaking amazing. This thing is amazing on performance. We can give that a full check. I would say your scent bubble is probably about maybe 2 to 3 feet, and it lasts about 3 to 4 hours. As far as the overall projection, 2 to 3 feet, like I said. But as far as how long it lasts on your skin, I would say 5 to 7 hours, you're good. And I didn't have to respray, but maybe once the whole time I wore it. All right, so full check on that. Second box, first impressions in the air. I absolutely love this first impression. I'm blown away. Now, for me, it is a full check. But if you're not a fan of a boozy, malty vibe, you might not like it. If you're looking for a sweetie caramel vibe, this is not going to be for you. But I'm going to give it a full check, though. I love it. Third box, is this a compliment getter, and did the wifey like it? She loved it, and I think this can be a compliment getter, but I don't know for sure because I never got one wearing it. I'm going to give it a half a check because the wifey likes it, but I think it might be a compliment getter, but I'm not 100% sold, so I'm only going to give it a half a check. All right. How much do I recommend this? Is this blind bottle worthy? I don't think this is blind bottle worthy. This is not on the level of Angel Share or Apple Brandy on the Rocks. This is not mass appealing. That's the only thing I can say. It is probably getting there. I think it is going to be a fragrance that's going to appeal to men more, no doubt, than ladies. It's going to be a fragrance that's going to appeal to people who like boozier fragrances. It's going to appeal to people who love Killian and people who like fragrances that are they're looking for a boozy fall fragrance. Yes, but it's not going to be a mass appealing kind of boozy fragrance. It's going to be a hit for Killian, no doubt. I think this is a hit for them, but I cannot give it no more than say an 80% check on the box. 70% check. Say 70%. I don't think it's blind bottle worthy. Definitely sample it first at the price point it's at. You don't need to blind bottle this one. Not at the price point, especially when you only get a small bottle for the $200 range of $250. All right, it's a hit, but it's not blind bottle worthy. All right, that's all the time I got. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you'll have a beautiful day. And you know what I always tell you, baby, if you smell good and you feel good, then it's going to be all good. Type of fragrance you've used is out.